Alright, it's time we had to talk. Here is FMCSA tire air pressure regulations. No motor vehicle shall be operated on which it has a cold inflation pressure less than that of specified for the load being carried. This is what drivers are trained in when they get their CDL. Now, some schools do go above and beyond that, but ultimately, that's what we're trained, and that's bullshit. Because as a driver, you come out and you don't know what you need to know, which is simply that to check these tires, you need something like this here. It's a gauge. This one's manual. Seems pretty simple. To inflate the tires, you're going to need something like this here with the double end, because that's going to be important for your duals. And to inflate them, the simplest thing you can do is have a gladhand connector that connects up like this to an airline like this, because you're gonna have low tires. They leak, they come down, it's a pain in the butt, but ultimately, you know, it's part of the job, and nobody really prepared you for this. So let's get past the training and go to, this is practical application that carriers should be more responsible about teaching new drivers. First thing you're getting to do is take your gauge, see where your tires are at. The reason why you need a double end of the one that faces towards you and one that faces into the tire is because the one that goes straight forward is for your inside dual, which is going to go something like this here. And I'm going to have to fill that up at some point before I take off, because that's just the way it is. The inside ones should have a pass-through connector, because that's just good practice to have a pass-through end. Like, this is the cap that goes on the valve stem, and the one that's on the inside you can just press straight on and it reseals when you let off. Now the outside one, this is why you need the end that faces towards you, and that one's close, but we're going to top that one off before this is all said and done too. Now the reason the airline that connects to the gladhand is so important is very simply because now it's hooked up to your red line on your trailer, which means that you can go into your truck and push that in, and then depending on what your air gauges say, my truck's all aired up, so this will work. I can simply grab the end of my hose and put it on the end of the valve stem and air up. And this one's not very simple because I've got balance rings on mine that help keep the tires balanced for wear pattern reasons. But there you go. That's as simple as this is. This is not a difficult concept, and as a new driver, you have no way to actually know this without, you know, some sort of training, which quite frankly most carriers did not prepare you for.